Wait, no, keep going.
Long intro, long intro.
P, posture, pace, purpose. Get ready, because I'm about to drop these verses. We love Jesus. Oh, yes, we do.
Hey!
Listen to the pod on Mondays, maybe at 2.
One, two, 3, 4.
Welcome back to the Jesus and Stuff podcast.
Well, it's great to have you back.
We're your hosts, Ross and Ava.
Gosh, that is not how we really act. If they didn't like that, they probably already clicked off the... That's not how we are, I promise.
No, they're going to stay because what we have to talk about today is really good.
So listen to us.
Wait.
Because we know
If
everything
no,
about everything.
Listen! Say what you're supposed to say.
Oh. So in our last podcast, we talked about forgiveness. If you haven't seen or listened to that podcast, go listen to it. But my call to action in that video was, I always say video. It is a podcast. It is on services where you can
quite literally
only listen to it. So
not
on that podcast, my
video.
call to action was not to follow us, not to do any of that stuff, but
do
to
that.
forgive someone. And if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, then and you still haven't forgiven that person, then what are you doing?
It's been a week.
Get off this podcast. I promise this podcast isn't gonna be as rewarding as forgiving that person will be. So forgive them.
Are you okay?
No. It's 11:30 at night.
It is 11:30 at night, but guess what?
We're getting after it. We're grinding.
Sure are. Okay, so today we're talking about...
Grinding for God.
Okay, so today we're talking about discerning God's will in your relationship with your significant other / your life, your personal life. Why are you looking at me like that? In relation to like timing, trust, finances, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the things that you could need God to reveal to you about his will for your life. But you need discernment about maybe what that will is and how to approach the next step, maybe. That's a good way to put it.
I think there are two very true things in life. God has a plan for you, and you have a plan for you. And sometimes it is very necessary to give your plan for you up because God's plan for you is what matters.
Yeah.
There's a proverb about that. Proverbs 15-something to 16:3. It's like one of my favorite passages in Scripture. I don't have my Bible with me. That's stupid of me. But
Silly.
maybe it's in our notes. I can't remember. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about PPP.
PP?
P. Pace, posture, purpose. Those are the 3 layers of discernment in anything, really, but we're going to try to keep it focused around discerning God's will for our lives as a couple pursuing a more Jesus-like, a Christ-like relationship.
Amen.
Whether that is timing of something, whether that is a goal setting.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
How you're supposed to reach people.
Oh, yeah.
As a couple.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be sassy.
Yeah, how you overcome a fiance that is sassy. That one wasn't in the notes. That was very much in the moment.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, some practical questions to ask, and I want to ask you if you think that we do a good job asking
Aw.
these practical questions, or
Sweet.
if we've done a good job with them in certain situations. Because some of these questions make me think of specific situations that we've gone through.
Okay.
So, one, is rushing the process costing us spiritual preparation?
Like the process of
It,
our future?
well, this can apply to lots of different things.
In our context.
In our context, I think what the situation I think of the most about rushing the process
Marriage.
is marriage. We, at a point, tried to rush that process.
Yeah.
We
Okay, wait. Ask the question again. Was rushing the process?
Is rushing the process costing us spiritual preparation?
Okay. In the context of when we were rushing the process of getting married, for our plan, not God's plan.
Like okay.
No,
to,
I don't.
To restate what you're saying. So I'll just give you context if you don't know anything about us. We have been together for almost 5 years, and at about 3.5 probably.
Yeah.
You think 3.5 years? We were like, we had a God-given timeline that we had always known that was it.
Yeah.
Then come year year 3.5, we were like, screw this, like kids, we're just ready. So we started trying to rush it, and so that's kind of the situation we're talking about.
And then God was basically like,
He was like, no.
no,
So
good try.
I guess answer that question. You were getting ready to say you don't think it costs it.
I don't think. Wait. The question is.
Is rushing the process costing us spiritual preparation?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, it was going to cost us spiritual preparation. I think that in the past year, since our whole like debacle of if we were going to get married sooner
Trying
or
to
not,
rush, yeah.
yeah, we've grown so much closer to God together, and we've learned so much spiritually. So, yeah, it would have cost us that spiritual preparation of like just getting ready for marriage.
Yeah. So I failed to mention that these questions are related to the first P.
Which is pace.
So if you are trying to discern God's will in the pace of your life or your relationship or your pursuit of a job or your pursuit of a dream or whatever it is, these are questions that can help you discern, is this God's thing or is this me trying to make my thing work?
Right.
So
Is it costing you spiritual preparation?
Yeah, like if you realize, if you can really be honest with yourself and say, okay, if I try to rush this, then I won't be able to go through this season where I can clearly see like I would be getting prepared in a different way.
Yeah.
Question number 2 for pace: are we afraid of waiting because we think we'll miss something?
I don't think that we were afraid of waiting because we thought we would miss something. I think we were afraid of missing out on something.
Is that not the same thing?
Well, like missing an opportunity that would only be like a once in a lifetime opportunity and it would pass us by. No.
Yeah. Okay. So that brings up another great point. If you are trying to rush something, if you feel like you've been given a pace set by God, and then you try to rush it because you're like, oh, this could be the opportunity right here. Like, this could be it. But it goes against what you've been given by God or what you feel like you've been given by Him. And you think that would be your only chance, so then you try to take control and take advantage. That doesn't mean that it's going to work.
Right.
Because the way God works is the amount of times that I've seen Him come through on a promise in a way that was like, how the heck did you come up with that storyline?
Yeah.
Like, there were all these opportunities that I could have seen your promises come to life, but you chose to do it that way?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's the way he does it.
Yeah.
So forcing something isn't the way to go. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, if you're thinking you're
Well
going to
said.
miss an opportunity, so you just got to take it, like, take this opportunity, then maybe reevaluate, because God's timing, it just works. Like, his
Yeah.
plan, he's got it written. So
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
he's a pretty freaking fire author. Like, dude, if you could write a book of all the ways that he's, like, authored people's lives,
Be
insanity.
crazy.
Have we truly invited God into our timeline?
Now we have. Yes.
It's a great way to filter out that pace. How have we even asked him to reveal his?
Yeah, have you even asked God to reveal the timeline that he has
Yeah.
for you? He'll tell you. Like, God's not a God. He's not a God of secrets. Like,
Well,
but he's not like,
I don't know if that's always true. There are also times that he isn't going to reveal everything to you super crystal clear.
no, you're right. But he's also not gonna like.
Because if he did, then there would be no need for faith.
True. Okay, screw what I said.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
But I mean, seriously though, like, pray for an answer to
Yeah.
like what his timing looks like.
Yeah, okay. I said that he doesn't always answer everything black and white, but sometimes he's not answering or showing you black and white because you haven't asked him. Sometimes if you ask him, he'll be like, yeah, here's... I know that times that I've prayed to see his will more clearly, I've definitely seen before a door might have opened, and I wouldn't see the door until it opened. But I was starting to see, once I prayed and asked him, I was starting to see the door closed and understand that it was going to open. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I was seeing it all line up more. And know, like, it was easier to have faith that, okay, well, that door is in my pathway. It just isn't open yet.
Right.
So, Ecclesiastes 3:1, which really kind of leads into a melancholy series of verses that is like, there's a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to
Yeah.
uproot, like kind of sad stuff. Everybody talks about Ecclesiastes being like depressing.
I thought
But-
it was Lamentations. It was depressing.
Maybe both. I don't think Lamentations is that.
I thought that was the one.
Maybe. I
I'm
think
sorry.
Ecclesiastes is pretty depressing.
Okay.
Anyways, there's a time for everything. There's a season for every activity under the heavens. So, like,
Yeah. God's got your season figured out.
yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay, P number 2 is posture. So that's obedience and constantly kind of checking your heart and your motives and
Yeah, I
trying
think motives is a good one. Like when you're seriously trying to discern God's will, and maybe you're stuck between like two options even, or like, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to discern for your future. Understanding the motive of why you're even pursuing it in the first place is really important. Because like if you are pursuing something
Let's
that
give-
is
Can we give this as an example? Oh, go where you were going.
if you're pursuing something that is not kingdom building, if you're pursuing something that God's not at the center of.
Yeah, we were talking about this in kind of crafting our notes for this podcast. Like, what does that look like? Brennan and I, when we our pastor, we also have a podcast for our church, but we did an episode similar to, it's more like, how do I know my calling? And he was like, you can be called to real estate. You could be called to mowing lawns. Like, that could be where your calling is, and those things are probably harder to discern. But, yeah, like, how are you making God the center of that? When you go knock on somebody's door and ask to mow their yard, are you, like, somehow sharing the gospel through that? Or, like, I don't know what it is, but everything we do should be for him. And in those mundane things, it's hard to, like, think about that. I don't. It's really easy to think about our posture doing this, because, like, we come in here and film when we do, and it's like, okay, well, I could just get on here and say whatever words seem right, but, like, I care about the numbers. I care about, like, we're doing this completely honestly, not just for kingdom building purposes, which I don't, the priority is,
Okay, yeah.
the priority is kingdom building. For us, we want to turn this into
But a goal
of ours
a
is to turn
goal
this
is,
into
yes.
Monetizing
a job.
a job also, where we can start to do even more to reach more
Kingdom
people
building,
and to build the kingdom even further. But it's really hard to upload a podcast and feel like we were doing what God wanted us to do, and then looking at the results and seeing, like, 27 people watched this video. But God's measure of success or obedience or kingdom impact doesn't look anything like ours. And so 27 views on a podcast might be all he needed us to do.
Yeah.
And so coming in here with a posture of, okay, I don't care. I am giving you my time, Lord, so that maybe you can impact some people's lives through us doing this little old podcast. And it's not an expectation, hey, I'm doing this for you, so you better give me a bunch, like an audience that's just going to love us and that's going to pour into us and that's going to donate to us and that's going to just make us rich and famous. Like,
No.
that's not our posture, but it could very easily become that.
Yeah.
So that's the second P in trying to discern God's will, is if your posture isn't you're not at least attempting to make your heart posture, this is all for you, and everything else comes second. The money comes second, the notoriety comes second, the whatever. This is ultimately all for you, and however you want us to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And that can come, we have a very easy example, a Christian podcast, or soon Christian music, or whatever. It's easy to measure your posture in that. But if it's like, if you feel really called to being a light for the kingdom in your job, keeping the posture of, I'm going to do everything that I can to take my job. We're in your boutique right now, selling clothes as an opportunity to first glorify him and build the kingdom, and second, to rack up sales in a given day.
Right.
Like, and it's so hard. I'm sorry, I'm on a soapbox right now, but
No,
like,
please, you're doing great.
to make him the first priority in everything. Seriously. Because life is 24/7, 365, and like, we just get stuck in that a lot. And like, oh, well, only the Sunday morning I'll go volunteer at church, and that's when I'll build the kingdom. That's not what we're called to do.
Right.
We're called to build it every day, all the time, always. That's our first priority.
Yeah.
And that's really hard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think that was all very well said, Ross.
I'll step off the box now.
Yeah, please. Goodness great. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, you don't have the notes, so it's probably
No,
harder
I don't have the notes.
What
Ross didn't send me the notes for our podcast today. I'm just here. I'm kidding. I know what we're talking about.
I'll send you the notes for the next one so that we can.
No,
Do you
but I
want
think that
this?
was all very well said. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I've got it in my heart.
Okay, so
I don't need to read off of notes.
So that's
I
more.
can be authentic and genuine.
I'm being authentic and genuine. I just want to say what we figured out this morning. Okay, so
What's the third P?
no, I'm not there yet.
Okay.
So another part of posture is surrender, and like your. Okay, so for us, we'll go back to our podcast example. We were coming on to this podcast and giving advice and talking a big talk like we knew what we were talking about and we're good Christians, yet we were continuing in sin patterns.
And we suck.
Yes, everyone does technically, but we were continuing in sin patterns, and that was like weighing us down.
Yeah.
Because we weren't even able to trust,
fully be vulnerable.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And get on here and be honest and work through some of those.
What?
Oh, I thought a cop was pulling in here. It's really close. Okay, anyway. So part of your posture is surrender. And Scripture says in Luke 16:10, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. So, like, maybe God wasn't pushing our podcast to the masses
because we had things to work on.
Because we had
little.
our own. He couldn't trust us to not live together because that wasn't right. We were doing it. He couldn't trust us to not. So he's like, I can't trust you to do that. I can't trust you to build the kingdom in this way right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes it takes realizing, like, dang, I got to work on some things, surrender some things. So yeah, surrender sounds like a big thing, but sometimes it's just like little things, like, yeah. Okay, so something that is kind of a crazy concept is that we can be operating in something that God eventually will intend on. Let me rephrase that. We can be making our own plans to do something big, and I don't know, like, for us, like, we want to start doing music stuff more, and we can, like, really, really, really plan that. And in my life, I have, like, the music journey for me over the last 4 years now has been so much trial and error of letting God breathe on it. And then trying to take all the control back myself and plan, and promote, and do it all myself. And then seeing a long period of dryness, and then letting God breathe on it again and seeing his work. And now I really feel like he is going to breathe on what we're doing. But God can correct good planning that doesn't have him in the center of it. He can show us that we need to put him in the center of it, and then when we do, it's like, why were we not doing that from the jump?
Right.
So if you've got something that you're really passionate about that you feel like could build a kingdom, but maybe you're prioritizing something else and your posture is seeking something else before seeking him, then refocus on him, and you'll see him breathe on it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Are you present right now?
I'm trying to be.
Falling asleep.
I'm trying to be present. If you haven't already guessed, if you didn't already know, we are filming this at 11:30 at night.
Yeah. It's 11:50 now. I'm
just a little sleepy, but I'm here.
Hey.
And Ross, you're doing a really, really good job saying all the things that you're saying. And I'm totally locked into the things you're saying, and I love you.
I love you too. Okay, part 3 of the PPP is purpose. Yeah. Your relationship isn't just for you, it's for others. In the context of being a couple, how are we being a light together? And realizing that there is purpose in our relationship beyond just like loving each other. I think that's what we're trying to do here is be an example.
Sharing our relationship.
Like we are nothing super. Actually, I won't say that. I think
we're
have.
dang special.
I think we have a special relationship, and I think that we have been told that by enough people to realize maybe we can, like, I don't know, encourage other people in relationships that are trying to honor God.
Not to say that
We're
think
not-
that we're perfect.
By no means are we perfect.
Or the best Christian couple literally ever.
I don't think we are at all.
I don't think we
Not
are either.
Nowhere close.
I think that we're really far off.
I think what makes our relationship special is that we are so vocal about our shortcomings and we understand the reality of that. Like, no Christian couple is going to be perfect.
No.
So for people, hopefully like you, watching or listening, hopefully you can find what we're saying to be refreshing because we're not trying to like make you feel bad for doing a bunch of stuff. Like we're just trying to
help.
Talk
and we're
about
trying to share our relationship so that maybe by sharing the things that we've gone through or maybe just sharing the things that we've learned, like pursuing God together, can be, like you said, encouragement.
Yeah.
For those that are trying to do the same things.
And refreshment to know that
you're not alone.
It's like there are, we've said it before, there are a lot of influencers that maybe not even, maybe not intentionally make it seem like they are the perfect couple. And so watching that, there can be some jealousy or some confusion, like, gosh, maybe one day we'll be as perfect as them. Mm-hmm. But the reality is that it's really easy to turn on and off a camera when you want to. So no influencer that you see on the internet is perfect. Not even close.
We're not either.
So that's why we're here. Our goal with Ross and Ava social media and Jesus and Stuff podcast is to let you know that we're just people that want to
normal little Christian fiancés.
We're just trying to say stuff so that
seeking Jesus and
so that
stuff.
hopefully you feel it. You feel me? Gosh, I'm an idiot.
I feel you.
No, I'm stupid.
Don't say that. I love you. Even though you smell.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so some questions for you to ask about the P, the third P, purpose. Let me read them for you. What is God uniquely calling us to build?
I think we just said that.
Yeah.
A community of people that just want to be real.
Yeah.
And learn together.
Yeah, that's great.
About God and.
So in asking, like
yourself,
like if you're listening specifically, try to apply that to your relationship. Like, I think God definitely, for couples that are super intentional about honoring Him, I'm sure that He calls every couple uniquely to a different.
For sure.
There are lots of couples that I know that like do missions together, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
definitely not our calling.
Yeah, it's not.
Ours is to do a
ours
podcast.
Is staying home on the couch and putting mics to our mouths.
Right. Who knows what yours is, but there is a unique calling for you. So, I like this quote: "The goal isn't just a wedding; it's kingdom work." So, whether that's kingdom work in each other's lives or kingdom work in other people's lives, that is the goal.
Let me
So-
say something.
Say that.
Okay. Something that I learned, and I might have said this on the podcast before, but something that I've learned about like Christian marriage and Christian relationships and stuff. It's like the purpose of a marriage, the reason that God designed marriage, well, obviously to like give us, two's better than one, like compatibility with another individual, but also the purpose is to get each other closer to Christ.
Yeah.
So, evaluate, like, are we pushing each other towards God? Are we pushing each other towards heaven? Like, are we helping each other? Are we helping each other get to heaven?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's great.
I always try to evaluate that purpose, but I don't know. That always just comes into my head because that was like something that really stuck out to me a long time ago when at my old church, the pastor, he said that and I was like, bars.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love hearing the kind of the unique ways that God is, the unique ways that God is calling certain people to do certain things. I just think that those stories are super encouraging, and it's so cool to see that there are so many different ways that the kingdom can be built, and there are so many different kinds of people that are passionate about those things. Like I brought up missions. Like I feel embarrassed to say I have zero passion for that.
Yeah.
Like zero. I do. The idea of getting on a plane and flying to a foreign country for a month is like,
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
I don't want to do that. So I would love if you've made it this far in the podcast, or I'm going to try to make this a clippable piece of content so that we can post it on social media too. I would love to hear in the comments what you feel like you are called to do. Like, what are you so passionate about? What are you so on fire about?
What's your purpose?
What is your purpose? Whether that's as a couple, or just as an individual. But I would love to see some super unique things like that I've never heard before.
Yeah.
So if you think you have a super unique calling that God has put on your life, I would love to hear that in the comments.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So pace.
What is this?
Pace, posture, purpose. Pa. Pace, posture, purpose.
So, in our notes, we said take time this week as a couple, or if you
As an
aren't in
individual.
a relationship as an individual, to pray over this. We said one of the three areas, but I like just pray over all three. God, how can I better understand your pace? How can I better posture myself? And how can I find my purpose in whatever?
Or what is my purpose?
Or what is my purpose? Yeah. So
Love
I know coming up
We've got a podcast coming up soon about purpose.
about calling and about purpose. That's going to be in about a month. And the reason that we're even saying that is because we have a lot of special
things.
firsts for that episode. Kind of we're really excited about it. I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited.
But kind of had a different strategy come to mind. This is kind of the pace deal. I realized that maybe the way that we go about planning for our podcast and for all of the kind of creative things and the way that we feel called to build a kingdom kind of had an overhaul of the way that we plan for that, and an added element, and I've already mentioned it in this podcast, so the songwriting and the music element is going to come into play. Today's,
Yeah.
as of film date, it is July 2nd, so this podcast will go up in about 2 weeks. So
So in 6 weeks.
if you're watching this on this podcast release date, then
6 weeks from now.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Quick math. Yeah, get ready to hear me.
No.
8, 7, 8, 6 plus 2 is 8.
It's not coming out in 8 weeks.
It's coming out 6 weeks from the day that this is posted. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because this is the second episode.
Oh, I'm not thinking of a month. I skipped a whole month. September. It's going to be September 1st.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not. I don't. We're saying a lot right now, and I don't know what God wants us to do with it yet.
We're fighting.
So.
Hey, listen, you're going to hear me rap. You're going to hear me rap, and I'm going to be like this. I'm going to be like this. P, P, P. P, P, P. Purpose, posture, pace, posture, purpose. Get ready, y'all, because you ain't ready for this. These verses. Oh! That ate. Anyways.
Thankfully, I went through my SoundCloud rap days a long time ago, so we're past that and have a little bit different
But I haven't
sound.
started, so I have to go through that too.
Wait.
What?
I've teased it enough times. I'm just going to do this.
That's enough.
That was-
Anyways, love you guys, and I hope you have. We hope you have. We need to pray.
You got this one. I did the last one.
All right. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for all of the people that are watching / listening to this episode. I just pray over their lives, and I just pray that after listening, maybe they don't have an exact idea of what your will is, which I don't think any of us really do 100%, but maybe we all just have a better idea of how to discern the correct pace, the correct posture, and more of a purpose for what building your kingdom looks like and living our lives more fully for you looks like. Just help us, God, in growing closer to you and looking towards you in all things. We thank you and we love you. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
All right. That's the end. Sorry I was so tired in this episode today, guys. Seriously.
Hey, that's all right. You
Okay.
ready? Hold on. Before we leave. Hold on.
What?
Just be patient. I got an ad.
That's not one of the P's.
I'm adding a P. Patience and pace. Gosh. Ready? Hit it, Ava.
Wait, no, keep going.
Long intro.
P, 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 posture, pace, purpose. Get ready, cause I'm about to drop these verses. We love Jesus. Oh, yes, we do.
Hey!
Listen to the pod on Mondays, maybe at 2. All right.
That's enough.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.